Good morning, everyone. Well, we're making our way back northward. Currently battling this southeaster swell. Pretty rolly out here. Just trying to hang on. We got everything battened down pretty good. Just some small loose items sliding around inside, but everything out here on deck is secure. It's probably 8 to 10 foot swell rolling in here. Pretty annoying, actually. It's just sharp. It's ebbing against it, so it's stacking up. So we're just kind of rolling our way up the hill here. I'm staying in the middle here because I don't want to get my shoes wet. So we came from down past that cape there, that's Gull Point. Or actually, that one's Dangerous Cape. That one's Gull Point. So we came from around the corner last night, kind of felt the same swell coming up. And surprise, surprise, it's still here this morning. So, yeah, we'll just keep making our way up toward the pass, and hopefully it'll kind of mellow down once we get to the other side. Hopefully it's not too stacky in the pass. You get a bit hairy in there sometimes, but we'll bring you guys back once we're a little further along here. Sag shaft over there. And narrow cape up ahead. Of course, you got Kodiak that way. Coming up through the pass here, and yeah, these swells are a little bit rolly today. It is about probably a 10-foot swell, and thankfully we're hitting the pass pretty much at slack, so it seems like it's not really flowing too hard against it now. It's a lot sharper back there. Current flowing out of Kodiak Bay, stacking those swells up, making them really sharp. Now they're a lot more spread out. The interval is a lot longer than it was over there. They're not quite as steep, but they're still a little bit steep. Sometimes they grow into a nice little roller. quickest ride up from the island back there. Once we got through the pass, that like weird cross swell kind of disappeared. A lot of it comes from down at Barnabas, where it just like kind of wraps around and comes up toward Kodiak Bay, and it can kind of get sloppy in there around the Narrows. But yeah, it was a pretty easy little passage there, so that was nice. It didn't stack up or anything from the current. Well, it kind of feels like we put her through some paces at least. Got a good taste for what a swell feels like, and yeah, seems all right. They're rolly, some stuff to still get tied up inside, loose bits and bobs, this and that. But that'll come with time. Just find or build more little cubby holes to put loose items, camera gear, drinks, paper holders, stuff like that. Yeah, quite a rugged pile of rock, I'd say. You wouldn't want to drive up on that thing with your boat. During the summer and the spring, Kodiak Island here, Kodiak rocks are just covered with all kinds of birds and puffins, seagulls. So all the time there's like just a huge tornado of birds going around it. Now I think they've pretty much hatched up their nestlings and gone off to wherever they go after. So we've mapped this little passage quite a few times on the fishtail, so happy to say that we're still able to cut the rocks in the big boat. Feel comfortable enough with it anyways.
Looks lovely on this side.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Kinda wish we would have ran up here last night, but I was tired.
Yeah, I was, I don't know if I could have made it. My eyes were already like very tired feeling.
I was sick of that sloppy swell too.
Yeah.
Just flip-flopping around.
So just a quick little range test on our throttles here and on the main. Since the inside one has a limited range, it hits the console, so we gotta move the throttle body back. But out here it's unlimited. Right there.
That's probably about the range anyway.
1700, 8.8, 8.9. Oh yeah, she pushes water.
Well, it is a little louder.
Yep. Is the light smoke there? Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
Like 9 feet.
puss. She pushes water, dude. Water temp up to what, 175?
Yeah, like 172.
9.1 knots, 1700. Well, nice to at least see the kind of range that we have, huh? Did you just bring that back to where it cleans up?
Yeah. Back a little bit.
And what's that now, 16?
Yeah, just take it over. 16, 10, maybe. 75.
Still 8.7 knots. And decibel level, standing right here, 75.
Where is it? Where you've taken the readings before?
Right here, 75. In the loud spot, it gets a little bit louder, 85.
Well, probably won't hurt it to run it a little bit anyways.
Yeah.
172 probably gonna
It's pretty good.
87.
Yeah. So somebody asked us what the max hole speed is, and we're not really sure. Like,
Well, yeah, so like with displacement holes like this, it's the max hole speed is probably like 12 to 14. But I mean, you're throwing some horsepower at it too. So this Detroit diesel, the 671, the rating on it's 165 horsepower, so it's not like a really high horsepower engine. And so we're getting good speed out of this hole for the amount of power that we have. I'm pretty confident if we have like a 350 horse engine in here that we could easily do like 10 or 11 knots. Of course, you're gonna spend more on fuel probably, but
yep, there's always that sort of power curve that
yeah.
shows you the ratings and.
But also on the flip
stuff.
side too, now marine engines and just all diesels in general are more efficient too. So it's hard to say exactly what that might be. But yeah.
Of course, we'll have more to say on that once we do end up repowering eventually. So I guess we'll probably learn up on it by then.
Yeah, it's like there's a million variables when all that stuff comes down to it. Even the experts, the experts, there's a lot of trial and error when they're repowering a vessel and, trying to figure out the correct prop size and pitch, and there's a lot of swapping propellers and figuring out all of that to get things dialed in. It's science, but it's also science with a lot of variables in it. And yeah, I really don't know that much about like hole speeds and everything. basically hull speed comes down to like your wetted surface and your water line, and they both have a huge part of how that determines what your hull speed is. That's why you like see container ships. They're not incredibly wide, but they're very, very long, and that's because it's maximizing their hull speed that way. And fishing boats, on the other hand, we don't build them to be efficient. We build them to pack a lot of product and be stable. And this is an older one, so it's kind of more narrow, you know, compared to like today's vessels. But also, you look at some of the boats that they make nowadays that go fast and pack a lot, but they're also burning like a ton of fuel. Yeah.
Super guzzlers.
Like what are those bay boats that have 1,000 horsepower engines and do 30 knots? It was like 40 gallons an hour.
Yeah, it's an insane amount.
Yeah. Or more like 48, I think. And he was doing like 40 knots or 38 knots.
Jet boats.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, so there's just application specific, how deep your pockets are, how important time is to you. There's a lot of different factors. Anyways, so oh, we dipped below 170, so that's good. On the temp, it's like 168. Oil pressure.
That was fun. We'll keep on keeping on up the road here. All right, guys, we made it. Back to Kodiak. Here's the waterfront. So just gotta get our lines prepped up here. Pretty easy. Got them tied up there on the wave wall. Get these cod all cut up today. Get them in the freezer. next trip. Good morning, folks. So, we're in town now. I guess as you saw yesterday, got all cleaned up, got the boat cleaned up. Gonna go and deliver our catch. So, it's early morning delivery, 7 a.m. Unfortunately, I didn't have crew in yesterday, so that would have been nice. It's a little bit blowy today, so seems pretty calm right now, relatively calm. So hopefully it'll stay that way for the next couple hours. Get our fish off, come back to the dock, and get cleaned up. So we'll cut loose here and head on over. Center bin there, forward bin. About 3,500 to offload here. So we're just shoveling out the dirty ice. A little different on the big boat here. It's a lot further down into the fish hold than on the fishtail. Usually just shovel it right overboard on the fishtail. If we were to try the same thing, barring it being like head level, it'd be like throwing it onto the deck and then overboard. So the plant here drops their brailer down. This is pretty handy. Actually really nice. Still got plenty of ice on the sides for our next trip, which might just be a short one around here. We'll have to see about that. Just kind of waiting on some weather and stuff, so play that one by ear. We'll come and get some more ice if we decide to go on a longer run. Well, just a little bit of leftover ice in here. We're just gonna bust this down, make it our next bed ice. Made a nice little bed for our bait that we're getting. And if we day trip, we'll probably just put down right here in the middle. If we end up going out again for a longer run, we'll probably just come and get some more ice and cover the bottoms, refill that side bin up there, that kind of thing. So, all right, guys, let's get a little shot iced here for our next trip in case we go on a long one. Not sure we'll go on a shorty or long, so be prepped and ready to go either way. well, we'll just get a tarp draped over the top of those. Be nice and cool down here. And we're all prepped and ready to go on our next journey. All right, guys. Well, we just got just about everything done. So that's good. Just throw our lid on once we get back to dock. And yeah, looking good. Yeah, so all the draggers are done for this season. Apparently they caught their bycatch limit of coho salmon. A couple of draggers caught the entire quota's worth, so it shut down the whole fleet. Unfortunate for them. Pollock is a pretty big portion of their income every year. I think they only caught like 25% of their actual limit, so bummer deal. I think we may have grabbed the last of the pollock the plant had here, so that's all right with us. Oh, here's our neighbors from Old Harbor. They were tied up down there. Lent them our Starlink connection when we were on the dock, so they could get the weather and just a little bit of news, emails and such. Yeah, it's starting to pick up, guys. So we got a few yelloweye here to clean up. Mark them as personal use on our fish ticket. So we'll cut those up, vacuum pack them, freeze them, probably bring some up to our family acreage, and probably enjoy one for ourselves too.
You got me here?
Yeah, I got ya.
Yeah, I forgot about the PA, so holler at me if you need to.
I gotcha. Will do. All right, we'll see how this goes. Little backing in action. Set you guys up. Let's see, maybe up here. Hopefully you don't blow over. Can't wait to get some no-skid campers. Been walking gingerly across it. Just because
Not as good as the deck.
just when it gets that little bit of halibut slime on it. I haven't slipped yet on it, but when it does get more dry,
Yeah.
it's a bit slick. Cool.
Cool.
Well, clean up these yellow ones.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, that's a wrap on the first trip for the Emerald Isle. Had a great time. Back in town, got a big blow coming through, so we're happy to be home.
Yeah, it was a very good maiden voyage, I'd say. Nothing broke, everything worked, and kind of got to experience some weather and just kind of stretch our legs, I suppose.
Yeah, very few issues, very minor ones, so not a lot of changes need to be made, so that's really nice. And we're all cleaned up, offloaded, baited up and iced up and ready to go roll again.
Ready for the next one.
So we'll be coming back to you guys in a few days after this front passes through, and hopefully we get on some more good fishing.
Yeah. Want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's followed along on this journey with us.
Yep. Big shout out to all our Patreons for helping us, also supporting us financially and helping us get new gear and kind of offset the cost and expense of editing videos and buying gear. So big shout out to those folks and all the viewers that, you know, hit that like button and comment and subscribe. Can't do it without you.
Yeah, we love answering comments, love interacting with you all. It's been a real pleasure, for sure.
Yep, so if there's anything you want to know, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Please hit that like button.
And subscribe if you're new, because there's going to be a lot more coming at you.
Yep, thanks again, folks. We'll see you again soon.
Yep, see you guys.